I don't know how you're seeing this, whether the sun's getting in the light, and I know I'm in view. When I look across here, you see all this frozen ponds here down at Hardwick Hall. These are the ponds down at the bottom of the hill from the hall, and the noise you can hear within just a few hundred meters, if you can see those vehicles moving up there, that is just the M1 just there. So you see there's all this beauty just here, all this, and it's wonderful, and I love being out in it. It's absolutely beautiful. Now obviously you know what I talk about, and I'm showing you my freedom to do what I like, much like the majority of humans on this planet. Whereas farmers and the public in general ignore the plight, the suffering of the animals that we use, abuse, lock up and kill. And it's an abuse just to lock up, when all animals should have this freedom to be themselves for whatever their short lifespans in this, not on farms that do nothing for them, that only do for us. They are our slaves, total slaves, even more than any human slaves, because even human slaves have a voice, and others who will fight for them. I will fight for these animals that we, for the most part, absolutely ignore. We do so much to beautify these places, and yet even here, in this of all places, we over control it. This should be natural land. It is not. No matter how much it looks semi-natural to you, it is not natural. Humans are here on a daily basis, maintaining these areas to the way that humans want to see them, not the way that they would be if it was natural. See the wall built along the waterway there, not part of anything natural at all. This pond is not natural. Sure, there would have been a gathering of water in this area, but not the amount that is here because of the walls that have been built, the dam itself been built by humans. These little bits of trees, because this is a national park, so many thousands of people scramble all the way through them, which is at least some good. But they do it by ignoring the animals, other than just seeing them. ignoring their suffering that we impose upon them. You can't do better than this for just a lovely day out. And yet this is just 2 miles from my home. There you see in the distance there the M1, the busy industrial side of this park. Industry surrounds this area, farming surrounds this area. And we still do not wake up to the fact of what we are doing to this world. We can save so much if we're not what we are doing. Even here, look, even here, there's almost nobody about in this area, nobody at all, and yet there is almost no wildlife, almost none. A few birds around the water. Well, in fact, actually around the water, just in that area over there is nothing here, no movement. This is not natural. It's not natural. This should be teeming with life, and would be, if not for human interference. Yes, of course, there's the few nocturnal animals, but there are animals that would graze in this area, but they're not, because the farming around here does not allow for animals grazing. They want all the grazing land for the animals that they will kill to feed us. That is the first destruction of wild areas before our management of the areas. The reason for there being very little wildlife here is farming, animal farming. You take any one field, single field in any area, and if we were only feeding ourselves with the plants on those fields, we would not need 3/4 of every field. 3/4 of every field could be wild. Every field in the land could be wild. Now obviously you wouldn't do it by individual fields, but you would take out thousands of fields to rewild in different areas and just continue farming the best areas. It is so simple, and the only people